It gives us that extra boost going to this next block.
So Malzia gets us underway for Cambridge, who started the season at fullback and drops back to fullback, ready to field this returning kick, but it goes wide to the Cambridge fullback there, and they're looking to play straight away, but an interception, a wide pass thrown, and the interception taken by, I think it's Alfie Garside.
I think it's Juan
Gonzalez, in fact. Yeah, just reading the play brilliant there. Bit of a rush from Cambridge there to ship it wide, and they pay the quick ball once again. Cavan wrapping round, hands it on to Ben Curry, and Ben Curry is going to go in for Cambridge, and they will score. So 7 points to 5 with a kick to come, and pressure finally telling. We just mentioned Worcester giving themselves too much defence to do, Will, and finally it cracks, and Curry, who's been a real bright spark of this Cambridge side so far, reaps the rewards for the visitors.
Yeah, great finish from Curry, and again it was probably coming for the last 5 minutes, and first opportunity Cambridge get by slinging the ball out wide after a very the Cambridge line out defence is actually very, very good, but it gives us a really good more opportunity,
a chance for Worcester to get themselves over, and that is exactly what they do. I think it's Wallace taking it out the back there. Cambridge maul defence rock solid so far in this match, but the speed at which Worcester piled into that drive there, just absolutely no answer of the visitors. And it is Worcester who retake the lead here. 10 minutes left to go in this first half as the Warriors go 12-10 in front with a kick to come, and succession for Cambridge for the exact same reason, and a third time lucky potentially for the Warriors, looking to drive their way from close range, and this time they do succeed in battering there from close range. 13 on 13, but it is the Warriors who go into half time extending their lead. A close range try, but Worcester, after a pretty ordinary start to that half, other than the Gonzalez intercept try on their own on Cambridge's own line, well, obviously it's been a bit of a mixed bag in terms of the quality. Worcester playing a lot of rugby in their own end, and plenty of twists and turns back in action this weekend, and back with a bang certainly here in the West Midlands, as tapped back off the kick-off, and a potential knock-on almost straight away there from the Warriors, but Cambridge's line, the Uruguayan, as it's shipped out again. Roma Zheng, the other winger, coming out wide, looking to find a gap, and just so straight through, and Roma Zheng will sail over in the corner for the Warriors. Finish the first half on top, and they start the second in absolutely sensational style. The carry from Gonzalez kicking things off there, Will, and then out wide to Roma Zheng, and once he was through there was absolutely no stopping him.
And that's it, thank the Lord there was no scrums within that passage as well. I think we'll still be very happy with how that second half's kicked off, and shipping it out wide, finding the overlap probably in terms of backs defence, and Roma scoring in the corner. Great finish.
Point scorers in Malzia and Cavan. It's going to be difficult for them in the first few minutes of this second half, as it's taken straight away off the restart by Worcester, and back inside for James Short to finish. So we said it was a perfect start to the second half, and you couldn't have asked for a better response to the restart there, as Worcester go back to back under the sticks, this time from James Short, the outside centre, and the Warriors, whatever Everard said at half time, Will, it's certainly paying dividends now.
Yeah, great start from that second half. Again, probably highlighting the two back.
The breakdown, and it comes out the back to Juan Gonzalez, the Uruguayan. He'll ship it on to Brown again now. Open space for Roma Zheng to do his stuff, and gets away from Thorne as well. Zheng heading for the corner for his second try. Worcester's sick, but he's wrapped up right in the corner. High tackle by a Cambridge player, and another yellow card coming out. So the cover defence. Cavan back with us, still waiting on Otumaka Malzia, and he'll be one that they'll certainly be hoping to rush onto the pitch as quickly as possible. A bit of a fumble from Short, but it's made into an opportunity once again for Worcester, going down this blind side, hands it on the inside. Gonzalez to Reed, as the Uruguay winger turns provider for his number 10, and Will Reed dots down under the sticks for his 8th try of the season, and it's going to be a simple enough kick to convert Worcester's 7th try of this match, and the Warriors just cannot seem to stop scoring at the moment now.
No, again, a hell of an offload, good sort of support lines there from the back three. They're looking really dangerous in the last few minutes, and Reedy at the end edge.
Particularly scrambling defence. We mentioned obviously the passage of play previously a few minutes ago, having to really dig deep. And it has cost them in terms of numbers, but as that ball comes down, it's allowed to play on by the referee, and here comes the more numbers of plenty coming in for the Warriors here, going to slowly march their way towards the line. And it comes out wide to again just straight off the back of that maul, and a simple enough try out round the back there. And yeah, once again pressure telling once again on the Cambridge defence, and Lloyd Williams able to dot down and get a try of his own. So certainly no shortage of free scoring scrum halves in this Worcester Warriors squad.
No, you're quite rightly so. And I think again,
so Balmain looking to force the issue at scrum time, and Worcester do exactly that. Penalty coming as well, as Williams picks it up at the back, looking to play it once again. Garside involved again, and again wrapping around the inside and playing a 1-2 with Reid as he hands it on to Louis Brown. Brown putting his head back and going for the corner and scoring. Louis Brown denied. Worcester denied in the right hand corner, but Brown drives his way through to score in the left side. So everyone getting in on the try scoring action now for the Warriors. An 8th try of the match, and once again using the scrum as a platform. Balmain again involved, you could argue, at scrum time, and Worcester just the clinical nature, and Louis Brown out the back continues as far as last week for Cambridge comes off the pitch as Thompson gets the game back underway, and it's tapped back and immediately handed on by Kovacic. Once again Worcester a few touches the ball, looking to play straight away as the wide kick from Brown might set up brilliantly for Alfie Garside. Garside back inside, beating Thompson, and that is a sensational score. Try of the match, no doubts whatsoever from a Worcester Warriors perspective. Alfie Garside, a long time out with injury, as we mentioned, and that's one hell of a way to come back into the team.
Class finish, and well executed again. Really good try from Alfie, really good to see. He's probably knackered now, bless him, but yeah, really good to see.
It was an unorthodox kick to say the least from Louis Brown, who's also going to be full of confidence having just scored, but the kick there, Garside going up with Eli Cavan, and certainly not a player who looks like he's been out for a long time. He absolutely expertly, and to beat Thompson on the inside before the finish, it's just about goes 10. It's tapped on by Cambridge, but once again picked up by Worcester. Williams again wasting no time whatsoever. And the break through the middle, once again Worcester Warriors away again, and it's handed on to Lloyd Williams, and he's going to cross for his second. The break from the debutant Hugo Bockenham, and that's one hell of an impact. Signed just days ago from Gloucester on loan, and he sets Williams away for a second try, which once again shows the sheer depth and quality that this Warriors side has. And look, that's one hell of a break from Bockenham, and one hell of a way to make an impact.
Yeah, really well there. And also, a lot of forwards necessary when you get into that sort of stage of the pitch, when you make the line break, having that execution of the pass between the 2-on-1 is quite difficult, but for him to also pull that off as well after running 20-30 metres at high speed is very impressive. And again, Lloyd
set off on another mazy run here, has Zheng on his outside, but Zheng running into a bit of a corridor, but he's somehow beaten several defenders there, hands off on the inside again. It's another brilliant offload taken cleanly. Will Reid, an absolutely glorious pickup, and he will dot down under the sticks for his second try of the match. Denied in the corner earlier on, but a sensational take there from the offload. Worcester just keeping the play alive, offloading at will, and Will Reid an absolutely fantastic take there, Will, to potentially finish off the scoring with another sensational try.
Yeah, I was a bit worried when Brownie just slung it up in the air there, but luckily Reid.
When Worcester in this kind of mood, as we get another wide pass, Garside but called forward off the pass. The pass of Louis Brown goes forward, but that will be the last action of the match. No time for the final Cambridge scrum as Worcester rack up
quite a focal point of the fixture, and I think his line out defence as well as in attack was very strong. And again, the offloads and the attack in the first and second half, he did quite well, and probably the back